to your mat today. Thank you for joining me and practicing with me. As always, this is going to be a rather challenging vinyasa, but just knowing what your body and your mind needs today, that's the biggest challenge. And also knowing your limits and turning off the ego. Just know that you're on your mat for you. This is your time. This is your space. So just use it for what you need. That's the greatest thing about yoga, is that it's there for you for when you need it. When you need that time to just kind of zone everything out and just focus on your breath and your body. Today we're going to really focus on arriving and finding ourselves in these poses that we do. I will be giving different variations, maybe more complicated variations, but always modify as needed, and definitely move with integrity, move with purpose, connect to that breath and your body, and you'll get the greatest benefit out of today's practice. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start in child's pose. So big toes to touch, knees wide, sit bones to the heels, and we'll just start to crawl the hands out to the front of the mat. Bringing the belly and the chest in between the knees, forehead to the mat if that is what your body is feeling today. And just maybe coming up onto the fingertips here and just crawling out just a little bit more. And then exhale, press the palms into the mat, just sink the belly and chest a little bit deeper into the earth. Closing the eyes. Just starting to release the tension in the face and the jaw. And just breathing normally through your nose as you settle in and become present. You become your true self right now. No one is here judging you or expecting anything from you. And not allowing yourself to give yourself expectations. Just knowing what you need in this very moment. And being okay with it, accepting it. Remember who you are as pure water. What you are now is the glass. Never forget your pure nature. No mud slung by others, misguided interpretations can change who you are. You can fit any shape and you can survive any challenge. The turbulence of life may shake you, but an invincible calmness abides within. Allow in this moment the ocean to stop waving, sounds to settle, and inner clarity to reveal itself. Your true purpose is to manifest. Before your glass breaks and you return to the ocean of spirit, seek the truth. Speak the truth. And be the truth. truth. So today, just arriving in the poses, letting your true self radiate in the pose, moving with integrity, moving as you are pure water. Not allowing turbulence of life or what is going on around you shake you. Keep that calmness within as we turn off the mind, we turn off the ego. Just let yourself be. Let's start to engage our Ujjayi, our deep, powerful breath here. Inhaling fully and completely. Exhaling, emptying the lungs, every last bit. Inhaling, filling the belly, feeling the belly fall in between the thighs here, and as you exhale, letting the belly rise. Just starting to let that breath be your fire, be your power through this flow. Something you can always come back to help calm the turbulence of the mind. Connecting the breath with the movement. So we'll take 2 more deep breaths here. Feeling that new oxygen energize our body. We'll press into the palms. And inhale, start to slide through into our cobra. Exhale, let the whole body come down to the mat. And then inhale, press the chest up, using the lower back, squeezing the legs together. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale back to your child's pose. So keeping the toes together. And just finding your breath and movement here. We'll do this 3 more times. Press into the palms, slide through. Shoulders down the back. One more time here, moving with intention, with integrity. Maybe hovering the hands this time. And exhale back to your child's pose. We'll slide through into our cobra. We come all the way down to the mat. Bring the right hand into the middle of the mat. Bringing the elbow to the outside of the right side of the mat. Forehead can come down to the back of the hands. And then we'll reach the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, cobra variation. So we'll actually bring the left arm underneath the right and just trying to get this spinal rotation here, limited spinal rotation, squeezing the legs together and pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the mat. Again, with the left elbow to the left side of the mat. And then reach the right arm. Go ahead and thread the needle. On the other side, cobra variation. And just feel the twist here where it feels a little bit different. And then on your inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, bring the hands next to the chest, coming back into our cobra. But this time we'll come into king cobra. And then slowly releasing. So if you have yoga blocks, go ahead and grab them. If you do not, then maybe get a folded blanket or a stack of books or something that you can gain a little bit of height with. We will bring the blocks where your prop, to the outsides of the mats here. We're actually going to rest our elbows on them. So arms are at a 90-degree angle here. Head is down to the mat. And we'll actually straighten the fingers here. So really focusing on the hands and arm being in line. So not so much that the hand is maybe going down or up. No flexing or extending, just straight. So making sure you have that straight 90-degree angle. So even if you have to kind of play with the stance of the elbows and the arms, we'll bring the hand down, or bring the head down, sorry. So go ahead, bring the fingers together, pointing or reaching through the fingertips. On your inhale, you'll lift the chest. Few breaths here. And then we're going to start to lift the arms 3 times. And then bring the head down, rest for just a minute. Keep those wrists and arms in line. Still keeping the legs engaged. And go ahead and start. Lift the chest first, lift the head first. Looking down to the mat so there's no wrinkles in the back of the neck. And then go ahead 3 times, start to lift the arms. And go ahead, rest the head, move those blocks out of the way. And we'll bring the hands down to the mat, next to the chest. Curl the toes under. Squeezing everything in, press up to your high plank. Wrist underneath the shoulders. Heels pressing towards the back of the mat. And coming down into a forearm high plank so you can stay here. Feet are coming into a child's pose. Again, maybe coming onto the fingertips, crawling them out a little bit further. Pressing into the palms, come up to a tabletop as we curl the toes under, and come into the first downward facing dog. Stretch those shoulders. Fingers spread wide, weight is in the thumb and first fingers. Using your whole mat here. Hips are high, heels are low. Shoulders down the back, dropping the head, letting the head be heavy. And breathing, engaging that tidy breath, not forgetting, finding the calm in the turbulence. Inhale, right heel lifts, keeping the hip closed, flexing through the foot. Exhale, swing it through to our lizard if you'd like, since we're still warming up. You can bring your back knee down and top of the foot presses into the mat. Or keep that back leg lifted. We'll bring the left hand into the center of the mat, right arm up to the sky, lizard twist. And then right hand comes down to the mat, left hand up to the sky. Bring the hands down, heel toe, the foot into the center, so you're in this high lunge. And then step back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Every movement is led by your breath, even if it's small. Inhale, left heel lifts. And swing it through to your lizard. On the other side. Right hand into the middle this time, left hand lifts. And left hand comes down, right arm lifts. Right hand comes down, heel toe the foot. Step back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, sink them a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift. And start to walk up to the front of the mat. Keeping the palms onto the mat, if that's something that your body is wanting to do today. Coming into a forward fold here if you need to, bend into the knees. Grounding through the feet, slowly come up to standing. Very heavy in the top body. Head being the last thing to come up, maybe a neck roll here, a few neck rolls. And then reverse. And coming to standing, so engaging the core, the glutes and thighs, grounding through all four corners of the feet, Being nice and strong in our foundation, shoulders down the back. Closing the eyes and just regrouping. As always in this practice, finding your calm, finding your true self. On your inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Then we'll come into our sun salutation. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Zipping up the belly, crown of the head reaching towards the front of the mat. Exhale, fold, place the hands, step back, high to low plank. So in our high plank, we'll shift forward, squeeze the elbows in as we lower to our low plank. Upward facing dog, hovering the body, opening the chest. Downward facing dog. So for an extra challenge in our sun salutations today, for the second and third, if you'd like to do 2 low plank push-ups, please do. If not, just flow through as you normally would. So inhale with the heels, bend the knees, you can walk or slowly jump. I like to walk, keep the hands onto the mat. Forward fold. And slowly come up to standing. As we stand, we reach the arms up nice and tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Again, if you'd like to do 2 low planks here, go ahead. 1, 2, and then slide through your upward facing, downward facing dog, moving with your breath. So if I'm going a little bit fast or too slow, this is your practice. Inhale with the heels, walk, step or jump. Slowly come up to stand. Arms come up. Exhale, fold. Last one here. Inhale, halfway. And chaturanga, options for the push-up here. Take a breath. Move around. Inhale with the heels. Bend the knees. And slowly walk, step or jump. And come to standing. Arms to the sides this time. And today we're going to do a little bit of a different sequence where we're not necessarily on our mat, which is kind of fun because it's different and we're not used to it. So what we're actually going to do is come into a downward facing dog, but our hands are going to be on the outside of the mat and our feet will be on the other side. So we're kind of sideways here, which is fine. So finding your downward facing dog here. We'll come up onto the balls of the feet and start to lift the left leg, bringing it over and opening up into reverse tabletop. So making sure that you're bringing the right fingertips towards the left side of the mat. Again, bringing those heels underneath the knees, wrists underneath the shoulders, so getting the alignment, maybe keeping the head parallel or letting it hang. Smiling. But lifting those hips. We'll come up onto the balls of the feet, fingertips, left fingertips towards the right side, and we'll come through back into our downward facing dog. So we're going to go back to the top of the mat doing this, and then we'll do it on the other side too. So just kind of feeling where your body needs to be, how fast you need to do it. So we'll come up onto the balls of the feet, swing that left leg, or right leg, I'm sorry, over, fingertips towards the left side of the mat, lift the hips, open the chest, come up onto the balls of the feet, and come back over to your downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees, and walk to the center of your mat. Slowly come up to standing. So it's just something fun and helping to open up the chest. So we'll turn around to the other side and find your downward facing dog on the left side. Lift the heels, go ahead and bring that right leg over, fingertips towards the right side of the mat, reverse tabletop, and then come up onto the balls of the feet, right fingertips towards the side of the mat, and come back over to your downward facing dog. And we'll go ahead and go back to the front of the mat. So when you're ready, make your way back. Lift the heels and bring the feet back onto the mat. Ground down, forward fold. Slowly come up to standing. So we'll come back up to the top of the mat facing the front here. Reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, option to jump back, an option for the 2 push-ups if you'd like. Meeting in our downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel lifts. Exhale, swing it through. We'll step and plant the foot in between the hands. Nice and strong foundation, high on the ball of the back foot. So get your low or your high lunge here. We have 2 options, actually 3 options. When we lift the arms, we can either lift the arms up to the sky, come into goalpost, or if you're feeling it today, bringing our hands to Namaste hands. And just breathing here, opening up the chest. And whatever variation you have, we'll reach the arms up to the sky and cross the arms in front of you, and we'll reach the arms up into a back bend. 3 times here, cross, reach up, open the chest. 1 more time. And hands come to heart center, we'll dial this back foot down, coming into our extended side angle, so forearm to the thigh. We start here, and then we have our variation. So you can stay here, or maybe hover the arms, reaching the fingertips, or coming into your bind. Whatever your body is feeling. And then straightening that front leg. Right toes come to the left side of the mat, so we're in a wide-legged stance here. Toes are at 90 degrees, parallel with the front and the back of the mat. We'll reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And we'll bring the fingertips to the mat and start to crawl the fingertips out as far as we can. And maybe just allowing the chest and belly to be a little heavy here, head to be heavy. And then slowly coming back, fingertips to the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Slowly coming up to your wide-legged stance here. Right toes towards the front of the mat, bend into that front knee. Warrior one, hips are square with the front of the mat. And then bring the hands down to frame the foot, high on the ball of the back foot. And bring the left knee down, pressing into the top of the left foot. And start to shift the weight back, straightening the front leg. Modified pyramid. If you do need your blocks or your props, bring them to frame the foot, and hands can be on the blocks or your homemade props. But just knowing what your body needs, not stressing if you're not getting too close. Feeling the hamstring stretch. And then we'll shift forward, coming back into the low lunge. Curl the back toe under, high lunge. Hands are next to the feet or foot, framing the foot. And then step back to your plank. Maybe hovering the right foot as you flow through your chaturanga. Take a few breaths. Notice how you're feeling. Inhale, left heel lifts. Swing it through. Come into your crescent warrior, your version of hands, goalpost, or namaste. And then we'll reach the arms up, cross the hands in front, open up the chest, come into your back bend. And then bring the forearm to the thigh, open up to extended side angle. Again, whatever version, so if you'd like to hover, bring the hand to the forearm, come into your bind. And then we'll straighten the front leg. Find that wide-legged stance. And start to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to the floor. Then start to crawl the hands out. Feeling that nice shoulder stretch, chest opener here. Letting the head be heavy. And then slowly coming back to your wide-legged forward fold. And coming up to your wide-legged stance. So left leg, or left toes rather, are to the front of the mat. We'll come into our warrior one. Hips are parallel with the front of the mat. So maybe forcing that right hip forward, left hip back. Exhale, bring the hands down, high on the ball of the back foot. We'll come into that low lunge, and then modified pyramid. Shifting into your low lunge, stepping back, flowing through chaturanga. Again, maybe floating the left leg as you flow. Inhale with the heels. Bend the knees, walk, step, or jump. Forward fold. Slowly coming to standing. So just taking a moment to regroup, finding that breath. Taking a little swig of water if you need. Through the feet, zipping up the belly, shoulders down the back. And we'll go into our next sequence. So this is our balancing sequence. So being patient with yourself, knowing that one side is better than the other, and maybe your balance isn't on point today, and that's okay. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, chaturanga to downward facing, your version. Right leg lifts. Swing it through, high lunge. Bring the hands to heart center. You'll find your drishti and your focal point grounding through the right foot, all four corners, and step up to your standing leg balance. So keeping the knee bent, foot flexed, and we'll cross the left ankle over the right thigh, start to sit down into a chair pose. So lifting the chest, tailbone down towards the mat, rooting towards the mat. Right, or left knee rather, comes hip height, and then kick back to your warrior three. into the front knee and bring the left foot down, toes facing the left side of the mat. As we lift our chest, we straighten the front leg. If you need, bring that left foot up a little bit more. We're going to come into a pyramid here. Hips as always parallel with the front of the mat. And start to fold forward. So if you'd like, you can keep the hands on the hips, arms behind, or in front, or on blocks, or maybe, like we did in our Crescent Warrior earlier, come into your Namaste hands. On your exhale, start to fold forward. Slowly coming up, hands come to heart center. From whatever arm variation you had, find that drishti, that focal point again. Ground down through the right foot. We'll step up to our standing leg balance. Right arm reaches up to the sky. As we grab the left ankle with the left hand, you can stay here, flexing through the foot. Or start to kick the leg back. A little close to the wall there. Kick the leg back, bound, and bringing the right arm forward, dancer. We'll come back to our balancing standing pose here, and we'll kick back to a lunge. So you can stay here in the lunge, or come up to your standing split again if you need blocks you can use to frame the foot. But I'd like to try something a little bit different. Heel toe the right foot out just a little bit if you want to come into that variation. And bring the right hand and shoulder underneath the right leg. And this is something I'm working on, so it's not perfect. And then we're going to come into a standing split from here. And bending into that front knee again, coming into the high lunge. Hands come down to the mat, chaturanga. So left leg lifts. Swing it through, come into your high lunge. And then find the drishti, ground through the feet or foot. And coming into your standing leg. Balance here. Crossing the right ankle over the left thigh. Sit. Ooh, feel that hip opener. That feels so good right now. And then lift back up to your standing leg balance. Warrior 3. And coming into our pyramid. So again, aligning the hips. Finding where the feet need to be. Your version of arms. And on your exhale, start to fold forward. And slowly coming up. Coming back to that standing leg balance. Regrouping. And then left arm up to the sky. Right hand to the right ankle. You can stay. Or like on the other side, come into your dancer. As always, if you fall, you get back up and you accept it. It is what it is. And you'll slowly come through to that standing balance and come back to a low lunge. Or if you'd like to just go into your standing split, go ahead. But if you'd like to try that variation that I've been working on with me, go ahead with that too. And we'll come in to our chaturanga. Take a moment, breathe it out. Inhale, lift the heels, start to walk the feet up a few inches behind the wrists. We are coming into crow pose. So if crow is not your practice, you can go ahead and rest in goddess squat. I'm going to use my blocks today because ultimately we'd like to go from crow to headstand. So I'm actually going to move back just a little bit so I have a little bit more room on my mat. So if you don't need the blocks, that's fantastic. But if you do, make sure they're on the highest peg here. Middle fingers in the center of the blocks. And the toes are a few inches. So I use an L, my first finger and my thumb. So wherever my thumb lands, that's where the tip of my toe should be. And the point of my pointer finger, is in the middle of the wrist. So just making sure you're even on each side. Come up onto the balls of the feet, get nice and high. Bend into the knees. Bend into the elbows, so get those knees as high as you can. On the triceps. And maybe just one toe or a few toes are coming off the mat today. You'd like to come into your headstand here. Getting the hips in line with the shoulders, feeling that stability first. And then slowly engaging the core. And then meeting in goddess squat. So playing with that a little bit here. I'll give you a few minutes to kind of play around. And maybe not necessarily using the blocks. You can always use the wall. It's a great support system. Something that definitely won't move. But just making sure that you're not kicking the legs up, that you're slowly engaging the core and helping the hips be in line with the shoulders. Once you get that alignment, then you slowly bring the legs up. So let's meet in goddess squat. Tailbone rooting towards the mat, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Elbows pressing against the knees to open the hips here. We'll bring the hands down to the mat, lift the hips, heel toe the feet, hip distance. Then meet in your ragdoll, bend into the knees, let the belly and chest rest on the thighs. This feels so good. Whatever arm variation you prefer, I love a good shoulder rinse and ragdoll. Or you can grab opposite elbows, let the arms hang. And we'll ground down through the heels, maybe lifting the toes to ensure the weight is in the heels. Inhale to your chair pose, hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale, left elbow, right thigh. Maybe tap or hover. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So bend into the knees, come into your ragdoll. Bring those hips low. Inhale, chair pose. Hands to heart center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Twist. Center. Twist. Center. Fold. And we'll bring the hands down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, right heel lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knee, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Right leg comes to the left side. We'll open up into falling star. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Stacking the shoulders. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Right knee into the nose. Three-legged dog. Downward facing. Left leg lifts. Knee to nose. And drop. Up. And drop. One more. And open up to your falling star on the other side. Bring the right hand down, knee to nose, three-legged dog, downward facing. to bring the hands into the body, crossing the ankles. And we'll come down onto our bottom. And let's find our full pigeon here. This is pigeon, full pigeon and half pigeon are some of my favorite poses. It just feels so good on the hips here. So right leg is going to be parallel with the front of the mat. Foot is flexed. Then left leg is going to come along and be parallel as well. So maybe you have to scoot that left hip a little bit back. Finding the left knee on top of the right ankle. Left ankle on top of the right knee. So nice straight spine here. You can stay here. This is intense. You can fold forward if you'd like, keeping the sit bones grounded. Which that feels really good for me today. Or you can bring the hands to heart center. Right elbow to left knee and bring a twist into it. Whatever you feel, finding the calm in the turbulence, light in the darkness. This is not a comfortable pose, but just trying to keep the whole body soft, the face and the jaw, eyes. So much tension built up in our hips. And we'll slowly release. Reaching the legs out in front, straightening them here. And folding forward. So coming into staff pose or Dandasana here, which is sitting with the legs out in front. You can use your blocks to either side of the hips here. We're going to come into a hovering Dandasana. So just kind of playing with it, keeping the feet flexed. You don't need the blocks, that's okay. They do help. So we're going to lift the hips here. And we're actually trying to lift your whole self here. So it's kind of hard. But maybe just starting to lift the hips. One thing that I love to do is come from a Dandasana with the hips hovered. And then coming into our reverse tabletop, remember, from our downward facing dog. And then you come through and hover. So essentially, we'll lift the feet up off the ground. Just something to play with here. And come back to our Dandasana, our staff pose. And let's do the other side of our pigeon. So, left leg is on bottom this time. Right leg is on top. And whatever you're feeling, again, maybe twisting. Loving this forward fold here today. we'll slowly release into our Dandasana. And fold forward. And slowly finding your sit bones. Coming into our bow pose, but keeping the knees bent. And we're going to tap the toes. So right toe taps, left toe taps. 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees into the chest. Roll up and down the spine. Have some fun here. Massaging the whole back. And then we're going to do something fun and different for our supine twists today. So I'm actually going to go to the side of my mat, or turn so you can see what I'm doing. And you don't necessarily have to do this, but just make sure that you have enough room on either side of your mat here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to come down onto our backs, knees into the chest, give them a nice little squeeze, nice little rock. Feel that massage. And then arms come out to a T, and legs come up to the wall, or up to the sky. And we're going to kind of play with supine twists today. So we're actually going to let the left leg come to the left side, and then the right arm and right leg collapse. So it's kind of like you're an alligator or something. And then right arm, right leg comes up, right arm comes down, left leg comes up, right leg comes down, and then we'll go ahead and close the other side. Inhale, reach up. So just kind of playing. And eventually trying to bring the arm and leg in unison as you lift and as you close. Do it 2 more times. One last time here. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And then bring the hands down and start to circle the knees in the sky. Feeling the massage in the sacrum. And when you're ready, go ahead and reverse. Knees come into the chest. Chin comes into the chest, coming into your nice little ball of energy. And on your exhale, Release into Shavasana. So just taking this moment to allow the body to sink into the earth. Let the eyes be soft and closed. The mind is off. If a thought does come across your mind, acknowledge it. And then just let it go. Finding your calm, finding your stillness. And just breathing. Letting you be your true self today. Keeping the focus within and not letting anything else distract you. Remember, who you are is pure water. You are now what you are. Now is the glass. Never forget your pure nature. No misguided interpretations can change who you are. You can fit any shape and survive any challenge. The turbulence of life may shake you, but an invincible calmness abides within. Allow in this moment the ocean to stop waving, the sounds to settle, and inner clarity to reveal itself. Your true purpose to manifest. Before your glass breaks and you return to the ocean of spirit, seek the truth. Speak the truth. And be the truth. Let's start to bring awareness and life back to the body, wiggling the toes and the fingers, maybe rolling the wrists, rolling the ankles, deepening the breath. And on your inhale, reach the arms up and over top, bring the legs together, point through the toes and the fingertips, get your nice long body stretch. Exhale, knees slowly come into the chest. Rocking back and forth here and just having this last moment of calm, this last moment of focusing within. Acknowledging how your mind, your body, and your spirit are feeling now and when you started the practice today. Bring the chin into the chest and start rolling up and down the spine. Eventually meeting in your seated position at the top of the mat. Grounding through the sit bones, nice tall spine here. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky. Closing the eyes. Palms facing out to receive. And let's just take our last 3 ujjayi breaths here. Finding your intention for the rest of your day, or if you're doing this at night, maybe your intention for tomorrow. Something for you to focus on, for you to work on and improve maybe. Something to remind yourself, whatever that may be. Let's take our last 3 ujjayi breaths as we repeat our intention or our mantra to ourselves. On your next inhale, hands come to heart center, eyes are still closed. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. We are one. Thumb knuckles to the third eye. May your heart be kind, mind be fierce, and spirit be brave. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today in this practice, and just always reminding ourselves irritations do not change who we are. We are strong, and we are able to conform to whatever we need to do in whatever situation that may be. And we are strong. We're going to get through whatever you may be getting or encountering right now. So just remember that times are tough. You have to go through the bad stuff to get to something good. And also, bad days only last 24 hours. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this practice helped, and I hope that I see you again. If you have any questions or comments, definitely comment below, and I would love to get back to you. Thank you.